Guys, today we have an action-packed episode. Be prepared for some Bitcoin volatility in the next few hours. I'm going to let you know exactly what you need to know in regards to that. I'm also going to show you what this massive Bitcoin whale did. He just sold 1,000 Bitcoin. Why did he sell these Bitcoin? This is what we are going to discuss here in this video. We're going to talk about the Fed. The Fed has actually given us a clue as to what they are going to do moving forward here. We're going to talk about some other events as well. So welcome back everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So let's jump straight into it. And what you can see here for Bitcoin is that after having a decent pump here for Bitcoin, we are now finding ourselves in a place where we are starting to look like it wants to go down. The thing that is holding up the Bitcoin price right now is, of course, the orange box. You can see it supported the Bitcoin price here on the 4-hourly time frame 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times already. Now, as you know, if you watched my video yesterday, as we were having this pump here and we were at like $20,600, I did issue a massive warning that you should not get fooled, that we are still at a very critical point. Because yes, it's nice that we are pumping above the orange box. It's nice that we're seeing these pumps, but until we manage to close above this cluster of resistance, which is right above here, this does not really mean that much because we still need to close above this. On a risk to reward level, I would not urge anyone to get into a long position. I mean, short term at least. Long term, I'm of course always going to be a proponent of buying Bitcoin. But short term, if you're looking into a short term trade, getting in right below this massive cluster of resistance was never going to be a good idea. And also, it turned out to be true so far at least, because we started to go down from this point. Now we are finding support here of the orange box, which is of course a much better place if you want to get into a position, but I would still, remain cautious since we still haven't broken above these key levels and consolidated above these levels. So this is what we need to understand on the shorter time frames. This is why I issued that warning to you yesterday. Let me know if that was useful for you down in the comment section. So what do we need to pay attention to today? Well, we do have something massive happening. We have the non-farm payrolls coming out, and this is something, and the unemployment rate. These are things the Fed watches closely, and the Fed definitely takes these into account in regards to how much they are going to either stimulate the economy or in this case tighten the economy. Now, ironically, what we do want to see as investors is, if you want the markets to react bullishly, you want the unemployment rate to be very high. You want the non-farm payrolls to be very high as well. So basically, you want the economy to be bad, because if people don't have jobs, then they are not, earning money and they are not spending money, which is going to drive inflation. So this just goes to show how crazy the situation we find ourselves in is right now. That we want the economy to do very bad in order for the markets to pump. This is a very crazy point in time. But just understand that if we do see the unemployment rate be lower than expected and the non-farm payrolls likewise, then the markets are probably going to dump. But if we do see the unemployment rate being higher than expected, then the markets are probably going to react well. So this is something you need to pay attention to right now. This is happening in just a few hours, about 6 hours from when I post this video, guys. I am going to let you know the results as soon as they come out on Twitter. So make sure to follow me on Twitter at Stacker Satoshi. So what else do we have? Well, we have the traditional markets are starting to turn down after having this massive pump here. We are starting to go down a little bit. Now watch this level on traditional markets, 3,716. This is going to be a level of support for the traditional market, so we're watching that. Other than that, we do have this massive Bitcoin whale, the biggest Bitcoin whale in existence that we know of, holding 138,000 Bitcoin, $2.8 billion in this wallet. You can see that he took profit on 1,000 Bitcoin here at $20,000. This is very interesting because the Bitcoin whale actually added 1,200 Bitcoin right at 19,500 approximately. So on this Bitcoin, let's say he made like $500 in profit here as he sold above 20K here. But why did he sell? Does he know something that we do not know? this is something that is very interesting to keep watching as well. But what you also have to understand is that this is still a very small part out of the overall stack the Bitcoin whale has here. Again, 138,000 Bitcoin. What I think the Bitcoin whale did here, he took profit on this just because I believe he was looking at these resistance levels as well. He was looking at the cluster of resistance, took a little bit of a profit on those 1,200 Bitcoin he bought previously, right here, right? Bought 1,200 Bitcoin, took some early profits on that as he saw we were going into this cluster of resistance. Or maybe he was watching my video from yesterday and did not want to get fooled. I don't know. Of course, I'm just having some fun here. But the Bitcoin whale tends to react to the same levels as we do here on the channel. So that's very, very interesting. Now, before we talk about the Fed, guys, don't forget to join the most exclusive trading competition. You're able to claim up to $10,000 on OKX by using this link right here. Also, you have the trading competition right here. Make sure to join it. Click the link right now after you have signed up for OKX and join the competition. I want to see who the best traders in our community is. Now let's talk about what the Fed have been doing here recently. So some Fed officials have said rate hikes of 125 basis points are expected over the next 2 meetings. So we will probably have a 50 basis point rate hike and then another 75 basis point rate hike. So after that, what happens? Well, another Fed official said that it's going to take a while to get inflation down. Okay, we understand that. But also, we will not be cutting rates next year at all. So we should not expect the Fed to cut rates. This is what they say. Of course, what they say and what they do, they are sometimes very, very different. So we will see, guys, but this is what the Fed have been hinting at right now, at least. Now, the Binance Smart Chain had a hack, actually the bridge between the Binance Smart Chain and the BNB chain. If you didn't know, Binance actually, or BNB actually has 2 different chains. The Binance Smart Chain, which is EVM compatible, which a lot of people use, and the BNB chain, which is not really used that much, but it does have a bridge. So they actually hacked it for $100 million. I heard $400 million, but okay, $100 million. Now, what he says is that your funds are completely safe if you're using the Binance Smart Chain. I guess Binance are going to take that loss. They are going to credit all of the people who lost money. We will see, guys. We will see about that, but just wanted to point this out. Okay, guys, that's what I got for you today. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.